25 Best RPGs on Sega Dreamcast Games, explored. Introduction. Imagine a console that redefined gaming and dazzled our wildest dreams. That's the Sega Dreamcast. Born in 1998 with bold innovation and fearless ambition, it sparked a revolution. Despite its whirlwind, short-lived run, the fierce competition and industry challenges cut its time short. But in that fleeting moment, unforgettable magic was made and legends were born. This era is a treasure trove for gamers who crave unforgettable adventures and heart-pounding RPG tales. If you love epic gaming history, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and join the party as we uncover the top 25 best Dreamcast RPGs that still captivate us. Skies of Arcadia, October 5th, 2000. Skies of Arcadia is a high-flying adventure that invites you to soar among the clouds in a world brimming with daring sky pirates, mysterious floating islands, and epic quests. Born from Sega's bold ambition to redefine gaming, this Dreamcast masterpiece blends timeless pirate lore with inventive storytelling, creating a universe where every cloud hides a secret waiting to be uncovered. The story kicks off with you and your ragtag team of sky pirates, fighting for freedom and justice in a world where the only limit is how high you can fly. Its turn-based combat isn't just strategic, it's a wild ride that feels like a chess game in the clouds, with every decision sparking excitement. And speaking of excitement, the thrill of commandeering your very own airship? Pure, unadulterated magic. What truly sets Skies of Arcadia apart is the depth of its world. Every element, from the finely crafted airship customization to the lush, vibrant environments, feels like a hidden treasure. The creative team poured their hearts into every detail, drawing inspiration from both legendary seafaring tales and the wild, uncharted territories of the sky. This meticulous attention to detail gives the game a charm that resonates with both long-time Dreamcast fans and newcomers alike. Behind its breathtaking design lies a labour of love, a passion project that pushed the boundaries of what an RPG could be. As you navigate its expansive realms, you're not just playing a game, you're embarking on an unforgettable voyage through a world where adventure and wonder know no limits. Shenmue II, November 23rd, 2001. Shenmue II sweeps you into a sprawling, atmospheric world that's as much a character as the protagonist, Ryo Hazuki. Building on its predecessor's groundbreaking narrative, this classic was the brainchild of visionary Yu Suzuki, who dreamed of a game that felt like stepping into a living movie. The game's ambitious design blends intricate storytelling with a rich tapestry of urban life, from the neon-lit alleys of Hong Kong to the serene landscapes of Japan, creating an immersive experience that set a new benchmark for realism. In Shenmue II, every moment counts. You wander through meticulously detailed environments where even a rainy day tells its own story, and every interaction, whether a heated conversation or a quiet observation, deepens the mystery surrounding Ryo's quest for vengeance. Its innovative blend of quick-time events and free exploration allowed players to forge their own paths, encouraging you to take in every detail of a world painstakingly recreated down to the smallest nuance. What makes this title truly remarkable is its pioneering spirit. Long before open-world games became the norm, Shenmue II was already inviting players to lose themselves in its dynamic, living universe. Its attention to detail and dedication to narrative depth transformed conventional RPG mechanics, making each decision feel weighty and every discovery a small victory. This game isn't just a chapter in a story, it's an experience that pushed the limits of interactive storytelling and left an indelible mark on gaming history. Shenmue, December 29th, 1999. I remember the first time I booted up Shenmue on my Dreamcast. It was like stepping into an entirely new world. As soon as I assumed the role of Ryo Hazuki, I was immersed in a meticulously crafted Japanese landscape that felt as real as my own backyard. The attention to detail was astounding. Every rain-soaked street, every flickering neon sign, and every bustling conversation in the marketplace made the world come alive. Exploring Yokosuka felt less like playing a game and more like wandering wandering through a living, breathing city, I marveled at how seamlessly everyday life merged with an unfolding epic narrative. Each character I met had their own story, and even a simple visit to a local shop could lead to unexpected encounters and hidden secrets. I later learned that the developers spent years perfecting these details, drawing inspiration from real-life Japanese culture and urban landscapes, a testament to their passion for authenticity. The game's blend of martial arts action, quick-time events, and open-ended exploration kept me on my toes. I vividly recall moments of intense anticipation as I navigated challenging confrontations, feeling as though every punch and every decision carried the weight of Ryo's quest for justice. It was an experience that was both cinematic and interactive, setting a new standard for what video games could achieve. Shenmue pushed the boundaries of storytelling in gaming, creating a bridge between the digital and real worlds. Even now, I find myself revisiting its immersive environment, amazed by how it laid the groundwork for modern open-world adventures. Grandia II, December 6, 2000. Grandia II stands as a brilliant example of what happens when epic storytelling meets innovative gameplay. Envisioned as a grand sequel to its predecessor, this RPG was designed to immerse players in a world where destiny, adventure, and heartfelt drama collide. The creative minds behind the game aim to craft a narrative as sweeping as a classic novel, while delivering battle mechanics that kept every encounter fresh and pulse-pounding. Set in a richly detailed world, bursting with diverse cultures and sprawling landscapes, Grandia II invites players on a journey that's equal parts strategic combat and emotional storytelling. Its battle system, renowned for its timing-based mechanics, transforms each fight into a thrilling chess match where anticipating enemy moves is just as important as planning your own. This clever design not only elevates the tension in every battle, but also rewards players who think on their feet. The storyline weaves together moments of light-hearted humour with intense, dramatic turns, creating a tapestry of experiences that resonate long after the game is turned off. Characters in Grandia II aren't mere avatars, they're deeply developed individuals with intertwined backstories, adding layers of depth to the overarching narrative. The game's visuals and evocative soundtrack, once celebrated for pushing the graphical and auditory limits of its time, still capture the imagination of those who appreciate the art of classic RPGs. Long before modern titles redefined the genre, Grandia II set the bar high with its blend of strategy, emotion, and innovation. It's a game that not only shaped the future of role-playing adventures, but continues to captivate fans with its timeless charm and dynamic spirit. Phantasy Star Online, December 21st, 2000. Phantasy Star Online is an absolute game changer that redefined what online gaming could be on consoles. Bursting onto the scene with the Sega Dreamcast, this revolutionary title was born from Sega's daring vision to connect gamers worldwide. Imagine a game where futuristic sci-fi meets RPG magic, a universe so expansive that players could dive into epic quests with newfound friends from every corner of the globe. This game wasn't just built, it was crafted with passion. Long before online multiplayer became a household norm, Phantasy Star Online offered a seamless blend of real-time action and strategic role-playing. With unique character classes and an ever-evolving storyline set against alien backdrops, every session was like logging into a living, breathing world. The gameplay combined fast-paced battles with deep character customization, letting players team up to tackle monstrous challenges and explore mysterious, uncharted territories. What's even more electrifying is the legacy it left behind. The developers pushed the boundaries of technology by leveraging the Dreamcast's built-in modem, setting the stage for the online communities we cherish today. It wasn't just about slaying foes, it was about forging bonds, sharing victories, and even strategizing together during those nail-biting moments when every decision could tip the scales. For those who remember the thrill of hopping online and meeting gamers from around the world, Phantasy Star Online wasn't merely a game, it was a passport to an entirely new dimension of interactive fun. This trailblazer continues to inspire a whole generation of online adventures, proving that sometimes the boldest ideas create the most enduring legacies. Record of Lodoss War, Advent of Cardis, June 29, 2000. Record of Lodoss War, Advent of Cardis is a compelling showcase of the vibrant creativity of both its developers and the legendary universe it draws from. Created by the skilled team at Kadokawa and developed by the renowned Sega, an entertainment powerhouse responsible for many unforgettable titles, the game brings an iconic anime-inspired series to the Dreamcast, capturing the critical elements of high fantasy storytelling while offering a strategic and engaging gameplay experience. The creative minds behind it took great care in crafting an immersive world brimming with political intrigue, magic, and epic quests, dedicated to translating the rich themes and characters from the record of Lodoss War universe into interactive form. The development team paid homage to the source material while appealing to both die-hard fans and newcomers to the franchise. From the moment the game begins, players are thrust into a historical and political landscape brimming with legend and conflict. With robust world building and intricately detailed environments, the game pushes the boundaries of fantasy RPGs of its time. It blends thoughtful, turn-based combat with tactical decision-making, giving players full control over their party's growth and strategies. Subtle references to its anime and tabletop RPG origins permeate the game's world and characters, offering an experience rich in nostalgia. At once deeply rooted in fantasy lore, Advent of Cardis stands as an ambitious, action-driven RPG, its unique blend of lore and innovative mechanics defining the game's enduring appeal in the RPG genre. Elemental Gimmick Gear, EGG, May 27, 1999. Elemental Gimmick Gear, EGG, delivers a quirky yet memorable take on the action role-playing genre that's still cherished by Dreamcast aficionados today. Developed by Birthday, a lesser-known studio with lofty ambitions and a strong passion for experimentation, this title arrived in 1999 from Hudson Soft in Japan and Vatical Entertainment in the United States, aiming to be a standout RPG in the Dreamcast library. Imagine this: an ancient dome-shaped ruin discovered in the jungle of Tokyon, unveiling an egg-shaped robot with a mysterious sleeper inside. Fast forward a century, and that very sleeper, Leon, awakens, having lost all memories of his past, yet remains inexplicably 5,000 years young. His quest for answers propels him headlong into the heart of the Breeding, a cataclysmic event triggered by a ruthless gang of robots known as the Pirates. The fog-laden land of Fogna is ground zero for this chaos, with monsters and robotic enemies spreading destruction in every direction. What sets EGG apart in gameplay is its fusion of exploration and puzzles, mixed with high-energy action combat. Players roll Leon's robotic vessel, dubbed the EGG, into an egg-shaped form during racing sections, quickly zipping through rails and solving environmental challenges with precision. But the real pull lies in its atmospheric depth, blending hand-drawn art for exploration with breathtaking 3D boss battles. The game seamlessly combines imaginative narrative with puzzle solving and high-speed combat, offering a refreshingly sheened experience at the time. The game's intricate and engaging puzzles and meaty character progression also allowed the gameplay to stand out in a sea of traditional RPG titles. Despite mixed reviews for its gameplay length and combat repetition, Elemental Gimmick Gear remains an adventurous, if niche, classic that carved its own identity within the action RPG world. Evolution, the World of Sacred Device, January 21st, 1999. Evolution, the World of Sacred Device is one of the most exhilarating action RPGs out there, and it's no wonder it's still beloved by fans today. From the moment I stepped into the shoes of Mag Launcher, a teenage adventurer who's part of a family-based lineage of treasure hunting heroes, I was hooked. Set in a post-apocalyptic world where technology from a lost civilization is the key to surviving, Mag's job as an adventurer navigating through dangerous ruins really drew me into this thrilling universe. The combat system is one of the things that really made this game stand out, with a solid mix of real-time action, turn-based strategy, and unique skills for each character. The battles are intense and tactically enriching. As I guided Mag and his unusual gang, including his mute companion Linear, Housekeeper Grey, and a few unpredictable characters like the Wild Pepper Box. I couldn't help but get immersed in the chilling ruins and dungeon designs. Each dungeon is procedurally generated, meaning no two exploration sessions are ever the same, and as each floor passed, the enemies got tougher and the stakes higher. Fascinating traps, treasure chests, and twisting paths kept me on my toes, demanding finesse to get through unscathed. There's also this cool mechanic where, depending on the level order, the resources and challenges change dynamically. As for the lore, Evolution's story kept me hooked. Mag's father disappeared while on a quest to find the legendary Psy-Frame, Evolucia, and now it's up to Mag to uncover what happened. With Linear by his side, what's revealed along the way isn't just power and treasure, but a deeper, unexpected mystery. Something that could mean life and death for everyone. The brilliant mix of character development, heart-thumping battles, and rich environmental exploration made this game feel like the kind of journey RPG fans dream of. Trust me, if you haven't experienced Evolution yet, it's a world you won't want to miss. Evolution II, Far Off Promise, December 23rd, 1999. Evolution II, Far Off Promise stands as a refined evolution of its predecessor's daring roguelike formula, delivering a more polished and expansive experience for RPG enthusiasts. Released exclusively for the Dreamcast in Japan, this sequel builds on the original's dynamic blend of procedurally generated dungeons and strategic turn-based combat, while introducing subtle innovations that enhance both gameplay and narrative depth. In Far Off Promise, players guide a band of adventurers through ever-changing labyrinths, where each dungeon's difficulty scales with the order of completion. Every floor is meticulously populated with a mix of cunning traps, elusive treasures, and formidable foes that demand both quick reflexes and thoughtful planning. The battle system, celebrated for its unique emphasis on party positioning and initiative, challenges players to exploit every tactical nuance, whether by striking enemies from behind or skillfully rearranging the formation to gain the upper hand. Set in a post-apocalyptic landscape where vestiges of a lost civilization collide with the raw forces of nature, the story of Evolution II unfolds with intricate layers of mystery and intrigue. The narrative weaves themes of legacy, renewal, and the inevitable clash between order and chaos as heroes search for a legendary artifact rumoured to reshape their world. Each dungeon not only tests combat prowess, but also gradually reveals fragments of a rich lore that bridges ancient ruins with futuristic technology. The developers have clearly honed their craft in this installment, introducing enhanced trap detection, a more versatile skill tree, and refined enemy AI that together raise the bar for the genre. Evolution II, Far Off Promise is a masterful synthesis of strategy, storytelling, and adrenaline-fueled exploration. A compelling journey that continues to resonate with fans of challenging, thoughtful RPG adventures. Silver, September 29th, 2000. Silver is one of those hidden gems that doesn't just get lost in the shuffle of Dreamcast, it's a game that demands your attention. Released with much buzz, this action RPG introduces you to a whimsical yet dramatic story with an unforgettable cast. Picture this, a stolen piece of treasure, a rich empire dominated by cruelty, and a ragtag group of characters making their way through adversity with sharp wit and even sharper swords. This isn't your average RPG. It's a multi-layered experience where every decision you make packs a punch. The real magic of Silver lies in the combat and character progression. The battle system is a satisfying combination of turn-based mechanics with enough flair to keep you on your toes. You aren't just mindlessly smashing buttons. There's a real focus on tactical positioning and exploiting your enemy's weaknesses. I can't tell you how many times I rejoiced after swapping positions on the battlefield and taking down a boss with pure strategy alone. You feel like a genius every time. The graphical landscape, albeit a little quirky by modern standards, packs so much heart. The overhead perspective mixed with charmingly animated environments really gives it a unique personality. More than just a visual treat, the world of Silver is one that you can get lost in thanks to its well-crafted lore and an engaging set of quests. This is a game that doesn't just feed you story, it invites you to explore every nook in its world, pulling you into side quests and earth-shattering revelations. Whether you're battling enemies, chatting with eccentric villagers, or hunting for treasure, Silver proves to be a roller coaster of RPG joy. The effort put into this title really shines through, and it's a must-play for anyone who loves classic RPG magic served with a little extra charm. Sakura Wars 3 is Paris Burning, March 22nd, 2001, Japan only. Sakura Wars 3 is Paris Burning bursts onto the scene with an electrifying fusion of theatrical flair and tactical RPG brilliance. Set against the romantic backdrop of Paris, this game was conceived as an audacious expansion of the Sakura Wars universe, blending dazzling stage performances with heart-pounding strategic battles and enchanting character moments. Crafted by Sega and Red Entertainment, the title transports the beloved Imperial Assault Force to the City of Lights, where the magic of live theatre meets a riveting narrative steeped in mystery and charm. In this vibrant rendition, every battle unfolds like a meticulously choreographed performance. Each move on the tactical grid is as dramatic as it is decisive, making encounters feel like live-action spectacles where timing and strategy are the stars of the show. The storyline weaves together elements of romance, humour, and high stakes as supernatural threats loom over Paris. The game's rich dialogue and cinematic cutscenes evoke the grandeur of classic stage plays, while its art style brilliantly marries traditional Japanese aesthetics with the glitz of 1920s Paris. Behind its captivating visuals lies a robust system that blends turn-based combat with dating sim nuances, ensuring that every decision shapes the unfolding drama. A nod to its innovative spirit, the game's production pushed creative boundaries, delivering impeccable voice acting and detailed character animations that have become legendary. With its unique blend of strategy, romance, and theatrical storytelling, Sakura Wars 3 is Paris Burning continues to captivate and inspire, setting a high bar for what imaginative, cross-genre adventures can achieve. Sakura Wars 2, Thou Shalt Not Die, April 6, 2000, Japan only. Sakura Wars 2, Thou Shalt Not Die remains a striking exemplar of genre fusion, where theatrical grandeur meets intricate role-playing strategy. Developed with the creative audacity that defined its predecessor, this installment pushes the envelope by merging live performance aesthetics with a robust, turn-based combat system. Set in a meticulously reimagined urban landscape pulsing with mystery and drama, the narrative unfolds like a masterfully scripted stage play. Every character, from the charismatic lead to the idiosyncratic supporting cast, bursts with personality, their interactions laced with humour, tension, and heartfelt emotion. Drawing inspiration from Japan's rich cultural heritage, the game artfully intertwines traditional performance art with modern interactive storytelling, creating an experience that is both refreshingly innovative and steeped in nostalgia. At the heart of its gameplay lies a tactical grid system that transforms every skirmish into a captivating contest of strategy and timing. Players must carefully orchestrate their moves, blending precise attacks with timely support actions, making each battle feel like a dynamic dance of wits. Complementing the combat is an engaging simulation layer, where forging relationships and making split-second decisions not only enriches the storyline, but also directly impacts the prowess of the team on the field. Behind the vibrant visuals and memorable musical scores is a development team dedicated to crafting every detail with passion and precision. Their commitment to balancing dramatic narrative flair with challenging gameplay mechanics resulted in a title that has since become a touchstone in the RPG realm. Sakura Wars 2, Thou Shalt Not Die isn't merely a sequel, it's a bold declaration of what happens when innovation and artistry converge, leaving an indelible mark on the landscape of interactive entertainment. Renta Hero No. 1, May 25, 2000, Japan only. Renta Hero No. 1 is a hidden gem that completely redefined my expectations of what an action RPG could be. I still remember the excitement of powering up my Dreamcast and diving into a world where heroism is anything but ordinary. In this game, you aren't just a protagonist on a destined quest, you're a hero for hire, taking on quirky, offbeat missions that are as humorous as they are unpredictable. From the very first mission, the game's off-kilter charm had me hooked. The narrative flips the typical hero tale on its head, presenting a storyline filled with unexpected twists and clever nods to classic action heroes and pop culture. Every quest feels like a mini-adventure, with witty banter and eccentric characters that bring the world to life in a way that's both refreshing and memorable. The combat system is an adrenaline-pumping blend of fast-paced action and strategic depth. I spent hours experimenting with inventive combos and mastering quick decision-making during battles. Each encounter was a delightful puzzle where timing and creativity were key. The game's design is a testament to the passion of its creators. They managed to balance humor, action, and strategy seamlessly, making every play session an absolute blast. What truly sets Renta Hero No. 1 apart is its infectious energy and creative spirit. It's more than just a game, it's an immersive experience that celebrates the wild, unpredictable nature of heroics. Every time I jump back in, I'm reminded of why I fell in love with action RPGs in the first place, a genre where innovation and heart come together to create something truly unforgettable. Langrisser Millennium, December 22nd, 1999, Japan only. Langrisser Millennium is a fascinating twist on one of the most revered tactical RPG franchises. Engineered to reinvigorate the classic Langrisser series, this game masterfully blends epic narratives, intricate battle mechanics, and branching storylines that push the envelope of interactive storytelling. Set in a vibrant, war-torn realm filled with mythical beasts and heroic legends, Langrisser Millennium offers a battlefield where every decision resonates and every clash of steel shapes destiny. The game's origins are steeped in ambition. With a nod to ancient war epics and modern fantasy adventures, it was designed to capture the spirit of its predecessors while introducing innovative twists that challenge even the most seasoned strategists. The combat system is a tactical marvel, a sophisticated blend of unit positioning, precise timing, and unique special abilities that transforms each skirmish into a chess match of epic proportions. Strategic choices matter, as branching paths lead to diverse storylines and multiple endings, adding layers of replayability that keep the experience endlessly engaging. Graphically, Langrisser Millennium fuses nostalgic pixel art with modern design flair, rendering richly detailed battlefields and dynamic character sprites that practically leap off the screen. The soundtrack, inspired by grand orchestral compositions, elevates every dramatic confrontation and emotional plot twist, ensuring that the game's atmosphere remains immersive from start to finish. Hidden throughout the game are clever nods to earlier titles in the series, offering a treasure trove of subtle references for longtime fans while deepening the overall lore. Langrisser Millennium stands as a brilliant example of innovation in tactical RPGs, a realm where strategy meets storytelling and every battle unfolds as its own epic saga. L.O.L. Lack of Love, November 2nd, 2000, Japan only. L.O.L. Lack of Love is a bold and refreshingly irreverent take on the traditional RPG narrative, challenging the conventions of romance and heroism with a satirical twist. Conceived by an avant-garde team unafraid to deconstruct the clichés of modern relationships, this title immerses players in a universe where emotional detachment is the norm and genuine connection becomes the ultimate quest. Set in a dystopian urban landscape that's as visually arresting as it is thematically rich, L.O.L. Lack of Love follows a protagonist navigating a labyrinth of societal indifference and ironic encounters. The narrative cleverly juxtaposes biting humour with moments of unexpected tenderness, creating a tapestry of storytelling that is both poignant and sharply witty. Every character, from cynical anti-heroes to enigmatic love interests, is meticulously crafted, each contributing to a narrative that subverts expectations at every turn. The gameplay is an ingenious blend of classic RPG mechanics and innovative relationship management. Players engage in tactical battles that demand strategic foresight while also making choices that affect the dynamic affection meter, a subtle yet impactful system that reflects the nuanced state of interpersonal connections. This mechanic, reminiscent of early experimental relationship simulators, adds a layer of depth that rewards players for balancing combat prowess with emotional intelligence. Visually, the game marries a distinctive art style with contemporary design sensibilities, resulting in a world that is both immersive and richly atmospheric. The soundtrack complements the experience perfectly, oscillating between melancholic tunes and upbeat tracks that underscore the game's thematic dualities. L.O.L. Lack of Love stands as a testament to innovative narrative design and gameplay experimentation. Its blend of humor, strategy, and heartfelt moments not only captivates, but also challenges players to rethink the very nature of love and connection in a digital age. Segagaga, March 29, 2001, Japan only. Segagaga is nothing short of Sega's own self-parody masterpiece, a rollicking RPG that puts you in the shoes of Sega Taro, the unlikely hero tasked with rescuing a sinking ship, or should we say, a struggling console giant, from the clutches of the rival behemoth Dogma. In a world where market share is measured in percentages and insults are mightier than swords, this game lets you battle through a series of wild and wacky development studios, turning stressed-out employees into mutant foes with nothing more than a well-timed verbal jab. The game's charm lies in its brilliant satire and tongue-in-cheek references to Sega's own legacy. Imagine exchanging blows, not with physical attacks, but with snappy comebacks like telling your opponent their game is so last generation, or that they'll never snag a girlfriend. Each zinger draining the enemy's will meter until they crumble under the weight of corporate humiliation. And when you defeat an enemy, the possibility of recruiting them to your side adds a delightful twist, reminiscent of assembling a motley crew of misfits straight out of Sega's Hall of Fame, including cameos from Sonic, Ristar, and even the iconic F-14 Tomcat. Behind the scenes, Segagaga was the brainchild of Tezuka Kano, crafted in secret over 2 years before Sega finally gave it the green light. With a shoestring marketing budget, half of which was humorously spent on a wrestling mask, the project is a testament to creative rebellion in the face of industry norms. From battling mechs modelled after classic Sega consoles to piloting the Starship R720 in an explosive shoot-'em-up finale, every quirky detail is a love letter to Sega's storied past. With its razor-sharp wit and unabashed self-referential humour, Segagaga stands as a dazzling swan song for the Dreamcast, a wild ride that celebrates Sega's legacy while poking fun at the absurdity of the gaming industry itself. Time Stalkers, September 15th, 1999. Time Stalkers is a time-bending RPG that catapults players into a whirlwind journey through the annals of history, where every second pulses with possibility and peril. This quirky time-bending adventure is an unconventional spin on the genre, offering an experience that blends dungeon crawling with strategic, turn-based combat in a way few other titles can. Set in a world where time itself becomes a character, Time Stalkers has a neat premise. The protagonist, a sword-wielding adventurer, embarks on a journey to piece together the shattered fragments of time after mysterious events cause reality to unravel. The plot, while straightforward, sets the stage for some surprising narrative twists, adding depth and intrigue to an otherwise whimsical setting. What makes this title noteworthy is its approach to the dungeon-crawling aspect of RPGs. Unlike other games where combat is tied to a linear progression, Time Stalkers allows players more freedom by randomly generating dungeons each time you venture out. This means no two dungeons are alike and keeps the gameplay feeling fresh and unpredictable. The game's combat system adds just enough of a tactical layer to keep things interesting without overwhelming newcomers. And its battle animations, though simple, are precise enough to make each fight feel satisfying. On the visual side, Stalkers doesn't break new ground. The graphics are solid, but certainly not groundbreaking for the Dreamcast era. However, the character design and monster variety are charming enough to captivate players in the long run. Stalkers isn't flashy, but it's consistently enjoyable. Being somewhat overlooked in the wake of more illustrious Dreamcast RPGs may keep it from grabbing mainstream attention, but it stands as a testament to the range of creativity Sega's console was capable of housing. Stalkers may not be as well known as its counterparts, but it surely holds a special place for those who dared to venture into its time-twisting world. Dragon Riders Chronicles of Pern, July 31st, 2001. Dragon Riders Chronicles of Pern immediately captivated me the moment I dove into its fantastical world. Set in the spellbinding universe of Anne McCaffrey's Dragon Riders of Pern series, it takes you on a journey where dragons and their riders forge an unforgettable bond to protect their world from a deadly threat. As a fan of the novels, I couldn't wait to experience the thrill of becoming a dragon rider, and this game didn't disappoint. The story grips you with a unique blend of dramatic narrative and immersive action. I found myself navigating the breathtaking skies of Pern alongside my dragon, battling Thread, the deadly creature that threatens their existence. The aerial combat was a true highlight. Controlling my dragon engaged me with its speed and intensity. There was something uniquely thrilling about darting between clouds, planning my attacks, and facing off against monstrous threats that felt alive with danger. The character progression was equally engaging. I could customize my rider and dragon, choosing from a variety of skills and abilities to suit my playstyle. Whether I was focusing on developing my rider's combat prowess or enhancing my dragon's elemental abilities, there was no shortage of ways to approach the challenges ahead. The game beautifully captured the close, emotional bond between rider and dragon, which only deepened as the adventure unfolded. What made Dragon Riders Chronicles of Pern even more special to me were the subtle nods to the source material. The game pays homage to McCaffrey's iconic world, all while adding its own flair. For fans of the Dragon Riders of Pern saga, this game felt like living in the world I had only read about, full of adventure, mystery, and, of course, dragons. Seventh Cross Evolution, July 31st, 1999. Seventh Cross Evolution is an explosive, high-octane rollercoaster ride that redefines what a Dreamcast RPG can be. This game isn't just another title. It's a dazzling fusion of intricate storytelling, innovative combat, and visuals that push the very boundaries of imagination. From the opening moments, players are hurled into a universe where every decision ripples with consequence, and every battle crackles with raw energy. Picture a realm where time, fate, and destiny intertwine in a rich tapestry of shifting allegiances and unforeseen twists. The narrative is a masterclass in dynamic storytelling, with plot turns that keep even the most hardened gamers perpetually on edge. Strategic depth meets frenetic action in a combat system that's both demanding and exhilarating. Precision, timing, and a keen tactical sense are rewarded in clashes that feel like a perfectly choreographed dance of chaos and order. Oh man, talk about adrenaline. Visually, Seventh Cross Evolution is a sight to behold. Its vibrant art style fuses futuristic landscapes with gritty, dystopian undertones, creating a world that's as mesmerizing as it is unpredictable. Every frame bursts with personality, evoking the nostalgic charm of classic anime while boldly venturing into uncharted creative territory. And the soundtrack? A pulsating, energetic score that elevates every twist, every turn, and every triumphant moment to stratospheric heights. This isn't merely a game, it's a full-throttle, heart-pounding experience that embodies the spirit of innovation and audacity. For anyone who craves an RPG that dares to break the mold and shatters expectations, Seventh Cross Evolution stands as a blazing testament to what happens when passion meets creativity. Black Matrix Advanced, August 24, 2000, Japan only. Black Matrix Advanced takes what we know about tactical RPGs and gives it a much-needed jolt of innovation, offering a deep narrative intertwined with unique gameplay mechanics that elevate the genre. Developed by Flightplan and released for the Dreamcast, this spin-off of the Black Matrix series uses a distinctive mix of dystopian storytelling, strategy-based combat, and striking character design to carve a niche that's both thought-provoking and highly engaging. Set in a dark, disillusioned world where moral ambiguity reigns supreme, Black Matrix Advanced immerses players in a narrative about politics, power struggles, and psychological warfare. The plot delves into themes of control, autonomy, and rebellion, all set against the backdrop of a society teetering on the edge of collapse. At the heart of this futuristic tale is a conflict where every decision could tip the scales of fate, challenging the player's notions of right and wrong throughout the journey. The tactical combat system is where Black Matrix Advanced really shines. Much more than just a war of attrition, it's an intricate dance of positioning, resources, and timing. Players must harness a variety of abilities and carefully deploy units, all while taking advantage of the environment and mastering symmetry. This system rewards both patience and foresight, providing a fresh take on tactical gameplay. Visually, the game is a sharp contrast to typical RPG fare. Its gritty, almost noir-inspired art style sets the tone for its fraught storyline, while a strong, atmospheric soundtrack heightens the feeling of unease throughout each mission. Every corner of the game seems meticulously designed to draw you deeper into its complex world, whether by the haunting melodies or the bleak yet beautiful environments. For fans of games that mix personal choices with strategic depth, Black Matrix Advanced presents a compelling, albeit underappreciated, offering in the Dreamcast's library. Super Robot Wars Alpha. Super Robot Wars Alpha is a landmark entry in the mecha tactical RPG genre, masterfully combining a sprawling narrative with engaging gameplay. Set in a universe where the one-year war between the Earth Federation and the Principality of Xeon is halted by an alien battleship crash on South Italia Island, the game weaves a tale of extraterrestrial technology, hidden agendas, and political intrigue. Dr. Bian Zoldark's establishment of the Divine Crusaders to harness this advanced tech adds an extra layer of lore that enriches the experience. Yet, it isn't just the story that captivates. Gameplay is where Super Robot Wars Alpha truly shines. The game challenges players with grid-based tactical battles that require strategic planning and precise maneuvers. With a diverse roster featuring both super robots and real robots, fans can choose between piloting the awe-inspiring Grungus Type 2 or the nimble Huckabine MK2, each offering unique combat dynamics. Iconic franchises such as Mazinger Z, Getter Robo, and Raideen make guest appearances, delivering nostalgic nods and unforgettable fan service. Adding to its charm, the game is sprinkled with hidden references and Easter eggs that pay homage to classic mecha series, rewarding observant players with delightful surprises. A refined interface, atmospheric sound design, and polished graphics immerse gamers in battles that are as strategic as they are visually stunning. Every tactical decision and explosive confrontation reaffirms the title's reputation as a timeless classic in robot warfare. For enthusiasts seeking a perfect blend of narrative depth and challenging gameplay, Super Robot Wars Alpha remains an essential experience. It captures the very spirit of mecha combat and tactical RPGs, offering an epic, layered adventure that continues to captivate and inspire fans across the globe. Napple Tale, Arcia in Daydream, Action, RPG Platformer. October 19, 2000, Japan only. Napple Tale, Arcia in Daydream is a vivid masterpiece that transports players into a surreal dream world like no other. From the very first glance, the game's uniqueness is evident. Its whimsical art style and enchanting landscapes weave an experience that feels like stepping directly into a living daydream. Every frame pops with an electric energy, whether it's the lush forests, bizarre towns, or magical realms, creating a setting where imagination reigns supreme. The story takes players on a quirky yet captivating journey, alongside the protagonist, Asia, in a world where charm and mischief go hand in hand. The narrative flows with a sense of wonder and light-hearted humour, inviting gamers into a fantastical universe where anything is possible. Rather than adhering to traditional RPG tropes, it embraces creativity, blending an unpredictable story with moments of clever dialogue and endearing characters. The gameplay is a seamless fusion of turn-based combat, exploration, and thought-provoking puzzles. Each battle requires strategy and timing, pushing players to think on their feet while rewarding exploration with unexpected discoveries. What sets it apart, however, is its atmosphere. Everything from the radiant visuals to the beautifully composed soundtrack captivates, pulling players deeper into its dreamscape with every turn. At its core, Napple Tale, Asia in Daydream celebrates originality. It dares to break from the norm and offers an experience where imagination and creativity are the heart and soul of the adventure. It's not simply a game, it's an interactive work of art that continually surprises, delights, and moves players to embrace the wonder of the unknown. This title stands as a brilliant example of what happens when daring innovation and the joy of gaming come together in perfect harmony. Frame Gride, Mecha RPG Fighter Hybrid, July 15th, 1999, Japan only. Frame Gride is one of those rare titles that completely redefined my expectations of arcade shooters on the Dreamcast. I still remember the first time I powered it up. There was an immediate jolt of excitement as I was thrust into a neon-drenched, futuristic world that felt as if it were drawn straight from a cyberpunk fever dream. The game places you in the cockpit of a highly advanced mech, and from that moment on, every level felt like a brilliantly crafted work of art combined with pulse-pounding action. What really set Frame Gride apart for me was its seamless integration of high-octane shooting with layers of strategic, almost puzzle-like elements. Each mission demanded precision and rapid reflexes, yet it also required a methodical approach to navigate its intricately designed levels. I found myself pausing just long enough to appreciate the attention to detail in every frame of the game's universe. Every corridor and enemy formation was a challenge in its own right, turning each playthrough into a blend of adrenaline and thoughtful problem solving. The narrative, while not overbearing, delivered a subtle, abstract storyline that encouraged me to read between the lines. Instead of spoon-feeding me a heavy plot, Frame Gride let the atmosphere and visual cues tell the story. A story of a fractured reality in need of restoration, where every bullet fired and every maneuver executed contributed to a larger, almost poetic battle for order. Every session left me with a profound sense of accomplishment, especially when I finally mastered those particularly tricky segments that had me on the edge of my seat. Frame Gride isn't just another shooter, it's an immersive, multi-dimensional experience that continues to inspire and challenge me, reminding me why the Dreamcast era remains so cherished in gaming history. Bangai-O Shooter RPG Hybrid features RPG elements and progression. September 3, 1999. Bangai-O is an absolute adrenaline-fueled masterpiece that hits with the intensity of a perfect combo in a high-stakes fighting game. As a die-hard fan of fast-paced brawlers, I found this shooter RPG hybrid to be a game-changer, a wild fusion of relentless shooter action, deep RPG progression, and that raw, visceral energy you crave from every epic fight. From the moment the game loads, it's like stepping into an arena where every shot and every maneuver matters. The gameplay is an exhilarating blend of bullet hell chaos and strategic combat, reminiscent of a fighting game tournament. Every level demands razor-sharp reflexes and precision, just like executing flawless combos in your favorite fighting game. But Bangai-O takes it a step further with RPG elements that let you customize your arsenal and unlock devastating moves. Imagine building up your character's skills like charging up a super move, ready to unleash a barrage of firepower that obliterates your foes. What truly sets Bangai-O apart is its dynamic progression system. With each hard-fought victory, you earn upgrades that feel like leveling up your special moves, each enhancement intensifying the thrill and impact of every battle. It's a satisfying loop where mastery of your skills leads to ever more spectacular displays of in-game prowess, echoing the spirit of classic fighting game finales. The game's art style and sound design perfectly complement this relentless action, creating an atmosphere that's as stylish as it is brutal. Boss fights in particular are epic throwdowns that bring to mind the grand stage of a championship bout, each one a test of your mettle and strategic depth. Bangai-O isn't just another shooter, it's a full-throttle, heart-pounding experience that will leave any fighting game aficionado grinning from ear to ear. El Dorado Gate Series, 7 volumes. October 10th, 2000. October 24, 2001. Japan only. El Dorado Gate is an expansive saga that spans 7 meticulously crafted volumes, each one an intricate chapter in a sprawling narrative of myth, adventure, and mystery. This series isn't just another collection of games. It's an immersive journey that beckons players into a world where ancient legends blend seamlessly with modern gameplay innovation. At its core, the series is a masterclass in storytelling and world-building. Each volume builds upon a rich tapestry of lore centered around the enigmatic El Dorado, a fabled portal to a realm of untold treasures and hidden secrets. The journey begins with an evocative introduction that sets the stage for a quest filled with cryptic puzzles, treacherous dungeons, and battles that test both strategic acumen and reflexes. As the saga unfolds, it reveals layers of narrative complexity, inviting players to uncover long-forgotten histories and forge their own paths through perilous lands. The gameplay across the series is a harmonious blend of classic adventure elements and innovative role-playing mechanics. Players engage in intricate combat, solve environmental puzzles, and interact with a host of dynamic characters, each contributing to a narrative that is as engrossing as it is challenging. The series' evolution over its 7 volumes is marked by bold design choices, from refined control schemes to groundbreaking art direction that have kept its legacy fresh and captivating over time. What truly sets El Dorado Gate apart is its audacious ambition. It dares to reimagine what an adventure series can be, merging the mystique of ancient lore with the pulse of modern gaming. Whether you're a seasoned veteran or a newcomer, the series offers an experience that is both intellectually stimulating and viscerally thrilling, a true testament to the power of innovative storytelling in gaming. Marvelous verdict. As the Dreamcast powered up, the rush of excitement was real. Each flicker of the screen was a gateway to new adventures. Whether it was the adrenaline of Shenmue's open streets or the fantasy skies of Skies of Arcadia, the memories from that console are etched in time, transporting you to worlds that were ahead of their time. It wasn't just the games. It was the moment when gaming truly became an experience, a shift in how we escaped to far-off places. Dreamcast wasn't just a console. It was an era of magic, and even today, a part of me is still lost in those worlds. If you share this love for the golden age of gaming, hit the like button and subscribe to relive the magic of your favorite games with us.